Burning Daylighters. Today we're going to talk about pole assassins and Brian pooping his pants and Matt's third time from getting a cold because he has gonorrhea. Matt, why don't you take it away?
Well, I got the vaccine, and this is what happens. This is what happens when you trust the government, people.
Your reactions are way different
No,
than mine, Derek Quigley.
no, fuck that. I ain't getting the vaccine. No, but I can imagine this is something about what it would feel like if I did.
So let me
What
hear.
I've heard.
I have a hypothetical. Let's say the government wasn't involved at all, but like your doctor or Katie told you to get it. I bet you would get it because you would have nobody to spite.
Maybe, but here's the thing: is when you work in the cattle industry, you work with vaccines quite a bit, and so you learn how to study diseases, and it's just I don't. Once again, I just don't think it's that necessary. And
Necessary.
That just comes from my necessary. Is it necessary to? Whoa, fuck! I forgot that line. God damn it!
Is this necessary for me to drink my own urine? No, it's not. But it's sterile, and I like the taste.
What it was. God damn it! That's what it was. Yep. Rip Torn. Didn't he die, or is he still alive?
No, I'm sure he's dead. He lived a very fulfilling life.
Well, what's up, everybody tuning in? We got two people.
Welcome, two people.
Shit, as soon as you did it, we went up to 4.
Oh,
we went up to 4.
Welcome, 4 people.
Big time.
Woo!
There we go. Yeah, I got the COVID again. Apparently, I don't know what this is. My nose is plugged up like a son of a bitch right now.
Is your asshole dripping
How was your Halloween, buddy?
That's
a constant, steady drip.
It was fucking good. It was one of the best Halloweens I've had as like an adult. We probably had 300 kids out on the streets, and my wife had the great idea to start a tradition in our house that we're going to make Jello shots every year and just pass them out to the parents that are walking by and at the houses, and we're probably the most popular people in the whole neighborhood. And I'm about to say one of the softest things you've ever heard me say. Whipped cream vodka, pretty good. Pretty good. Whipped cream,
pretty good.
I mean, I know this is like a total basic drink, but man, and I don't like Jello shots, but holy shit, you put some whipped cream vodka in there and it's just to die for.
Well, I don't understand what the fascination is with people deciding like what drinks are manly and what drinks are not. People that will tell you you're a bitch for drinking a White Claw will chug Mountain Dew at an alarming rate, and you're just like, I don't know how mine is any less or like any more or any less manly than your like 2 cups of sugar in that bottle there. I just
right.
I don't know. I like
rip you for drinking a seltzer and then
drink your own drink.
And then drink Southern Comfort. That's why Brad likes Southern Comfort, because he was getting that as much sugar as you do from his half a Mountain Dew that he would drink.
Yeah, it's half a Mountain Dew, but he drank a lot of half Mountain Dews.
Yes, he did. No,
It's that's funny how some people like there was that ad for uh ranch water that popped up on somebody's feed and they took a screenshot and it was in a Facebook group. It's like, anybody drink this stuff? Or there's a bunch of people like, no, I'll never touch it.
No, in
Coors
this
only
house.
for me. Bunch of faggots drink that shit. All right. I mean, it's carbonated water with grain alcohol. I'm fine with it.
Huh,
Like,
seems
that's all it is. So
that seems pretty hairy testicle to me. Grain alcohol.
I mean,
you know?
yeah, it's either grain alcohol or cane alcohol, but either way, so it's whiskey versus rum essentially with carbonated water. So I don't know. I'm fine with the White Claws. I kind of like them. I think they're quite delightful.
Only men drink 2% beer that's watered down. Fuck real alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah. Why don't you get some real shit like a Keystone Light?
Okay, it up.
3.6% alcohol.
You'll get drunk after 20.
Yeah. Yep. That's the nice thing about Keystone Light. It takes you 20 to get drunk.
What if I want to get
the
drunk
nice part.
faster?
But
fuck.
that's when you go straight to whiskey.
Oh, okay. Yeah, whiskey
In
fixes
your
all.
butthole.
Oh, you
chug a pint of Jameson? Fuck, you'll be fine. Like 30 seconds fucked up.
after a ball of Jameson, you're not only drunk, but you're Protestant.
Yeah. That's a solid dad joke.
Oh, that's a history.
That's like That's like a junior high level, high school level dad joke.
Yes,
That's solid.
It's historically accurate.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of Protestants,
yes.
You know who didn't shit their pants at the Vatican? Joe Biden. I want
Catholic.
this to be true so bad.
Is Joe Catholic or Protestant?
Protestant wouldn't shit their pants at the Vatican.
Oh, got it. Holy cow. Okay, got it. So I'm curious. Like, I read up a little bit about it, and I couldn't find like the exact place where I think the first thing that came up was a tweet from somebody that said, "Oh, Joe Biden took a little bit more time," and then of course they made the jump like, "Oh, he shit his pants and he's changing his underwear and back."
Well, but they also like cut the live stream feed from the Vatican.
Oh,
just all of a sudden, they just like cut the feed. So, like, who knows? Like, he might have passed out. You saw him fall asleep at the climate summit, but I want this to be true so bad because this is my time to shine. Dick jokes and poop jokes are my forte.
They're fucking
and if the shitting president of the United States is dropping a dookie in front of the Pope, that is so good. That is so many jokes to be made, and I'm here for it. So
trademark
and
Matt.
Fuck the Pope. So
trademark Matt, the shitting
Yes.
president. The shitting president. Trademark Matt.
the shitting president of the United States.
Yes.
But also fuck the Pope. That guy. Well, and just that whole diocese or whatever they call it over there. Fuck all of them. So I hope for the sake of Joe Biden being a good patriot, he did it on purpose. Just shit right in front of the Pope. But that we know that's not true. Joe Biden's a good Catholic, and he's just an incontinent old man that can't hold his bowels.
So also,
I want it to be true so bad.
I have. You went really hard in the paint against Alec Baldwin last week. I saw.
It was the memes were so funny. I think I only made one, but I reposted a bunch.
You reposted a bunch. God, you're like Mike Ellis
Yeah.
with Jane. You went Mike Ellis on Jane Fonda with Alec Baldwin. For the listeners out there,
It's just it's a go ahead.
Mike.
Go ahead.
For the listeners out there, Mike Ellis is my father, and he is a Vietnam War veteran and loathes Jane Fonda. And if Jane Fonda were any tragedy were to fall on Jay Fonda, he would go as hard in the paint as Matt went on Alec Baldwin. He went hard. He went LeBron James, flailing arms, dunk hard.
Well, Alec Baldwin's a giant douche. And honestly, it's a sad situation. It's just a giant case of karma, and couldn't have happened to a better person than old Alec Baldwin.
Well,
I mean,
it wasn't
what
such a good
giant
deal
douche.
for the gal who got shot.
Yeah, obviously, like I said, that's a tragedy.
Yes.
But this is a comedy show. This is what we do. We make jokes inappropriately. So, as I said, couldn't have happened to a better person than Alec Baldwin. Anti-gun Alec Baldwin, by the way.
Matt, can you do me a favor? Can you say
Yeah.
thanks for the NyQuil, Mom?
Thanks for the NyQuil, Mom.
There you go. God, you're ready for a fucking goofy NyQuil ad. It's your kiddo. It's your kiddo down in the dumps because he doesn't feel good. NyQuil.
It's all this trap. I think I got the Rona again. Maybe I got the new variant this time. I'm just collecting variants at this point. I'm trying to become immortal.
Are your kids not going to sleep? NyQuil.
NyQuil. Are you not strong enough? COVID. Here you go. It'll make you stronger, buddy.
Your COVID's what? So you made such a big deal about being a COVID survivor. Like, is it just doubled if you do it twice? Like your legendary status?
I don't know.
It twice?
Well, I still don't think you can call me a hero. Heroes wear capes.
So, like, if you beat COVID once, are you at Steven Seagal level? If you beat it twice, you're Chuck Norris level. And if you beat it 3 times, are you Wes McKinley / Mike Ellis level?
Oh, I think that's how. I mean, the science adds up. The science adds up. So, anyways, I'll have to stock up on some. Definitely not ivermectin.
Well, at least not the road apple ivermectin.
That stuff's bad.
The road apple ivermectin. Stay away from that shit.
The shit flavors. That stuff sucks.
Matt ate shit flavored food.
We had one of those weird off-year gubernatorial races. Where did the term gubernatorial come from? Do you know?
Your guess is as good as mine, because nothing but goobers run for governor.
Well, there's that, but also it's just like somebody made an unnecessarily long word. Like the gubernatorial race is for the governor. Just call it the governor race.
Well, it's electoral race, so why wouldn't they call it the gubernatorial? There's no B in governor that I know of.
I don't know. Well, because in England you say gubna.
Gubna. Yes.
Maybe it is based off English common law. So I guess.
So yeah, I sent
Um,
over a couple
but yeah, we
articles.
we had one of those. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna go into sent over a couple articles over the map on how it really pissed me off. Like I was glad to see that New Jersey was close. Wish that would have won. Glad to see Virginia was red, at least for governor. And the I'm not going to say the moderate Democrats because I noticed something with my dad when he was talking politics. And he's like us versus them. He puts all Democrats into one lump. And I was thinking, like, isn't that the same shit
Yeah.
that they're accusing the media of doing to the right, where they're lumping all Republicans into that like far right 5% that are just fucking nuts. But he's doing the same thing. Like I got a bunch of Democrat friends that I would never compare to Nancy Pelosi and all those fucking goons, but he's doing the same shit. So I'll say the far left took the wrong lessons from this election. They said that the reason it was so bad was because they didn't get anything done. No, 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 no. And even though the governor has no policy impact on what's going on in Washington, it's still part of the same group that's pushing this policy. I mean, inflation is up. You shut down the Keystone Pipeline. Them talking about CRT, like, as some know, I work in a school district, okay? I don't work with kids. I'm not at the school, but I work in the admin building. And I can tell you right now, all the past 2 years, I have had training on how I am inherently racist because I'm white. Like, that's real. I don't know what they're teaching in the schools. I feel like the parents wouldn't be bitching about it if they didn't think it was being taught. Like, your kids talk to you when you come home about what they learned that day. But I had to read articles about how my like me being white is kind of perpetuating the whole thing, which is offensive because they don't fucking know me. They don't know I went to Kennedy where I was the minority. Like, all my friends are Mexican. So, like, it's fucking real. But no, they think it's just because either the excuses they gave for Tuesday night was uninformed, low turnout, or believing in stuff that wasn't actually real. I don't know how they think that's a message.
Misinformation, blah blah
Oh
blah
yeah,
blah blah.
oh yeah, yeah. It's just maddening. Like MSNBC, holy shit. So the new lieutenant governor of Virginia is a black woman. She is an immigrant.
Black woman.
Yeah, and they were saying that she basically were just saying, "Oh, she's just a puppet of the white people on the Republican side." I'm like, Jesus Christ!
That's exactly what they said about Larry Elder. They called him the black face of white supremacy.
Like, it's just it. It's. I would be offended if I were them. Are you peeing there, Matt?
No, it's water.
If you're shaking it more than 3 times, you're playing with it.
Just getting some water, but
it's just
it's
unbelievable.
Well, and what they were talking about on one of the shows I was listening to today, on a county by county basis in Virginia, every single county shifted Republican. Every single one, including the DC suburbs in Northern Virginia, which is heavily Democrat. But even those, like the Democrat counties, shifted like 18 points to the Republican side. It was a brutal rejection of the Biden regime, basically.
Oh yeah.
That's all it was. And this McAuliffe dude, he's a Clinton crony from way back, but he had Obama campaign for him, and then even had Sleepy Uncle Joe, Poopy Pants Biden, when I
Shitting in
wonder
chief.
if he shit his pants there too.
The shit. The shitting president.
The shitting president. I wonder if he shit himself at a McAuliffe rally too. That'd have been. I mean, why not? Why not?
Spread the wealth.
I mean, if I was in his shoes, I mean his shit filled shoes. I would shit at every public event I went to, just like as I'm shaking hands, just give a big old turd.
And you,
Foreign dignitaries. Yep, here you go.
and you know what? Like, I get it. I definitely admit I've got some advantages being a white male. I just do. But for you, like, to tell me that because I'm white, I am inherently perpetuating a bad system, even though it has nothing to do with who I am, where I grew up. No, I'm not trying to say like if you're not, if you were in my situation going to high school with 75% Mexicans, you don't become racist. But I feel like I have a good perspective on life, and I get it. Like, I was the white friend who always drove because we didn't get pulled over. I fucking get it. Don't fucking tell me that I am like racist just because I'm white, no matter what. Like, I am perpetuating this. I'm perpetuating the bad system. I mean, I work for a fucking school district. I think I might be contributing. Matt McKinley is a cowboy putting food on our table. He is fucking contributing. And then he has this stupid fucking show where we make shit and fart jokes. So, okay, I guess we're not contributing. Thanks, McKinley.
Well, and I can say shitty things about Mexicans because I'm half Mexican, so it makes it almost right.
I can only rip on Protestants and pale people.
Speaking of pale people, Jen Psaki got the Rona. How did you like that segue?
Good lead. Wow, that was good. You meet the Harry Potter character. If here we go. We could go into our game. If Jen Psaki was in a movie, she would be some extra in a Harry Potter movie. She wouldn't have a line. She'd just be like.
She's kind of got a Kirsten Dunst look to her from Spider-Man.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, don't get me wrong. My wife never listens to these things, thank God. I'd lay some serious pipe to Jen Psaki.
What? Oh man,
she's kind of hot.
Oh, Matt,
yeah. She's got that like angry Karen face to her, so you know she likes it rough.
You would just anger bang her, I feel. Is that all it is? That's got to be it.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. No, I just think I got a thing for redheads. She's kind of hot.
So you would bang.
I mean, she's not like smoking hot. You know what? She might be which means she's probably not a real. God damn it, she's a science squanch. All right, so I have this theory.
Do tell.
Not the science squanch theory. This is a different theory.
Okay.
There are no in between redheads. They are either dog shit ugly or smoking hot. With very few exceptions, I think that holds true. And she might be one of the few exceptions, which means she might be a science squanch.
You fucking idiot.
I know it's not much to go on, but I'm just saying, don't go to sleep on that theory.
It's like the argument I heard.
But later.
It's like the argument I heard today when it came to the Steele dossier. There was because what what is
Some
the
dude got indicted.
yes, and I was watching MSNBC and the guy was like touting all the wrong things with the Steele dossier. But he's like, but keep in mind, none of this was actually proven wrong that it wasn't happening. Like, well, yeah, that's isn't that's like, oh, all this is untrue, but oh yeah, you know what? It wasn't proven that the other stuff wasn't true. Like, come on.
Uh huh. Yeah, like that whole that Steele dossier was complete and utter bullshit, and it was used to start the entire spying apparatus on Donald Trump's presidential campaign, which then they later led into an impeachment. Like it all started with that stupid Steele dossier, and it was like, oh, but yeah, it was all fabricated, absolute bullshit.
It's amazing.
This is your government working for you, folks.
It's amazing how Donald Trump came through, and as people know, I don't approve of Donald Trump. I don't like him. But the Democrats, like, they're so bad that they have me actually defending him. You know? Like, that's how bad it is.
Right.
You guys are fucking up so much
Right.
that the dude I did not appreciate as president. I'm like, yeah, I got to defend him because you guys are so full of shit.
It's funny is the rest of the country for the most part has moved on from Donald Trump except for the mainstream media and Donald Trump.
Right?
Like they're the only ones that made the Virginia election about Donald Trump. Like Glenn Youngkin didn't want anything to do with Donald Trump. He just ran his like I gotta say, like very low profile. And then I guess the Democrats, they bring up Donald Trump at every juncture they can. But Terry McAuliffe went out of his way to bring Donald Trump into Virginia politics. And everybody else has just kind of moved on, and they're just like they gotta have their Trump fix to get those ratings. Gotta have that Daddy Trump to step in and boost those ratings.
You know what
baby.
the biggest irony was of that governor's race? So they painted Youngkin as a white supremacist, even though Youngkin had a black lieutenant governor running. And the other guy, what was the other guy's name? McFarland? McAuliffe. Apparently, back in the day, there's some pictures. I don't know where it was from, but they flash it up. Like he dressed up in blackface. He dressed up as a Klan member.
What is it? What is it with Democratic governors from Virginia being racist? Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Democrats have always been racist.
Was that just like the popular Halloween costume for
I don't know, but
for kids back in the day?
Northam, yeah, like what Ralph Northam, the outgoing Virginia governor, had that whole blackface scandal. What a bunch of weirdos. You know, I could I just get it out now before they cancel me later. I dressed up in blackface when I was in 5th grade. I dressed up as Tiger Woods for Halloween.
Did you really?
It was awesome.
But you know what? What's funny? What's different though is what was in your heart compared to what was in their heart doing that. Like, you wanted to dress up as a famous golfer.
Well, I held a sign that said "Fuck Tiger Woods." So,
wait, what? What are you talking about?
I'm just kidding.
Oh. But I was like, dang, in 5th grade, you're like that petty already. Wow.
No, you met my mom. You imagine the trouble I would have been in if I had done that.
So this isn't even real.
No, I actually did dress up as Tiger Woods, full blackface, but nobody's thought anything different of it. I liked Tiger Woods. He was pretty cool back in those days.
It was.
Turns out Tiger Woods
imitating
was a
your
lot
friend.
cooler than we knew.
It was you imitating somebody that you admired. That's what it
Right.
was. Yes.
Right, and then when he when it all came out that he was like banging a bunch of like Waffle House waitresses, then I dressed up as Tiger Woods again in college because I mean Tiger Woods is still fucking rad.
I mean, why not? Why wouldn't you bang a waitress from Waffle House?
Well, I mean, why not? Why
I mean,
not? You're Tiger
maybe
Woods. Just
maybe
do it.
maybe he likes the smell of cigarettes in a woman's hair. Maybe that's what gets him off.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Did you this truck driver from New Jersey that a 7-term state senator?
Yes. Would he spend $153?
$153.
If that doesn't tell
Good
you
for him.
if that doesn't tell you the whole nation is pissed about the policies that are coming out, nothing will. If you don't learn a lesson, like,
Right.
yeah, maybe we need to change something, you will never learn a lesson.
Well, if that, like, you know, the I get on both sides really, like the establishment people, they all think Donald Trump was the problem. Like, no, Donald Trump was a reaction to you guys being a bunch of fuckheads. Donald Trump was a big fuck you to the whole deal. Like, same with Marjorie Taylor Greene. She was a fuck you to whoever was there before her.
And
Lauren Boebert's the same thing. Are they smart? No, they are not. Are they fiery? Yeah. And guess what? They're not a politician, and people are fucking tired of politicians.
Yeah, Lauren Boebert defeated Tipton, and Tipton was in there for 4 or 5 terms, maybe. But you know what? Like you said, a big fuck you. Like Tipton, although he was a decent legislature, he was terrible being responsive to his constituents. Like, he was never home. He rarely got FaceTime with people in his district. He wasn't a hard worker on campaign.
Yep.
He'd always like eke out a win. Maybe like if you're like a 4 or 5 term congressman, you should probably win your district no less than 5 points, unless you're in your losing year. And it's heavily Republican.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's I don't know. I think it's not looking good for the Democrats in 22. That's for sure. Like,
well,
that that governor race, did they officially call it in New Jersey yet?
Yeah, and Contrelli is not conceding.
I know.
They're going to recount.
Okay, because I knew the AP had called it. I didn't know if they'd anything official had come out though.
Yeah, he hasn't conceded, and they're going to do a recount anyway.
Yeah, because it's like super close, like within 1%,
something like that.
Which I don't know. New Jersey's kind of a weird state. I mean, they had Chris Christie for 8 years, but they're like one of the most left-leaning state overall.
Chris
Christie?
It's
a weird state.
Chris Christie, or do you mean? Oh yeah.
Didn't he get his stomach stapled and then just like ate right through it?
You know what? I did remember him get his stomach stapled, and he's still pretty darn large.
Is he Italian? He's kind of got an Italian look to him.
Man, he'd be the biggest. He might. You know what? You know why he looks Italian? Because he looks like all the dude on The Sopranos.
You're right.
He may or may not be Italian, but he looks like he should be on The Sopranos.
Big Pussy Christie.
No, you know who he looks like? What is oh fuck, you're not Junior's assistant?
Oh, Junior. Junior's assistant. Yeah,
Yes, yes. It
I
looks
forget what his
exactly
name is, but yeah,
Uh-huh.
that does he does. But yeah, and apparently Minneapolis did not want to
Oh, shocker.
transition their police force to social workers.
Shock.
Surprisingly enough, the city council voted unanimously on it to go ahead and defund the police. Um, but the people of Minneapolis said, "Hey, that maybe fuck you." So weird how these hard left policies, when implemented in real life, people don't actually like them.
Would you call that a nah dog answer to the question? Nah dog.
That was especially since like the communities in Minneapolis that they were like trying to rally behind that were largely black communities, and they still said, "Nah, dog, I'm
They get
I'm good without all that bullshit."
they gave him a big Jake nah dog. Like very,
Nah,
very to
dog.
the point.
Yeah, yeah. That turn for the Democrats not working out so well. Um, I wonder how if they're gonna still continue to put like AOC and Ilhan Omar in the news all the time.
Well, and you know what? I'm convinced that those two and members of the other members of the squad are going to be in Congress and Senate forever because it's their districts,
Oh
man.
right,
It's like Boulder,
yeah.
like if somebody's in Boulder and walks that far line, or like in El Paso County, I mean, and walks that far line, like you just stay there forever.
Well, it's the same way with Pelosi. If she was anywhere except where it's 100% legal to shit in the street, and you won't be arrested for shoplifting as long as you keep it under $900.
Uh-huh.
San Francisco. If she was running in any other district, there's no way in hell that goofy old decrepit bat would still be in power.
So speaking
But
of shit,
they're not paying attention to who. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
speaking of shitting in the street, so we me and my wife have befriended a couple, and the husband is a cop, and apparently the
Uh huh.
apparently the holy grail of tickets for them is if you write a ticket for shitting in public. That's like the holy. That's like
Oh,
once they get to that point, it's like, yep, you've reached it. You're John Elway at that point.
you're,
'Cause that's the golden ticket.
you're like they just make you captain on the spot.
Yeah, like you're a legend in the department. Like that's their
Like
unicorn.
the the shitting chief of police has to step down, and you immediately take their spot.
And he had said he got uh he was so sad one time because he got one public urination and he just knew that it wasn't the golden ticket. It was just the second place ribbon.
It was just a golden shower.
Yes, golden shower is not gold.
Well, I bet this next story would be a pretty good. It'd be pretty high up on the list of tickets to give out.
Oh my god, is it coming? I've been so excited to hear about this all
Yes.
day. Okay.
Yes. Um. Okay. Let me. Oh. Wow. Bro Bible went. Here we go. This has got to be it. Bro Bible went hard in the paint on this one. So headline
What is
is
what is Bro Bible?
from Bro Bible. It's just some kind of like a barstool sports type
Okay.
deal. So anyway, headline: Pet monkey belonging to college coach's stripper girlfriend allegedly bit trick or treater on Halloween.
Oh my God!
This might be the bizarre story of the college football season.
The
On Monday
Korean,
night, rumors of
the Korean guy running the simulation. He may be fucking with us, but he has his little gems.
oh man,
Uh,
on Monday night, rumors of Texas Longhorns special teams coach Jeff Banks' pet monkey allegedly attacking a young trick or treater on Halloween made its way on the internet. So from a tweet from Tom Campbell, who apparently covers the Texas Longhorns. I'm hearing a report from a credible source that Texas Longhorns special teams coach Jeff Banks' monkey allegedly attacked and seriously hurt a young trick-or-treater last night on Halloween. The monkey's
Jesus
jaws
fuck.
apparently had to be pried off the small child.
So here's
Apparently, Banks is dating a stripper named a pole assassin who owns a pet monkey that is part of her stripper act.
so hold on. Pause. Does it have a picture of the monkey or like how big it is? Because I'm just wondering, what did the prying the jaws look like? You know, did they have to use
Well,
a
apparently it was a capuchin monkey.
capuchin monkey? Okay, let me see how big this fucker is. Capuchin monkey.
I think the monkey from Night at the Museum.
Oh, the Ace Ventura
So
monkey.
like spider monkeys. Yeah,
Yeah.
basically like a spider monkey. I know they're not the same thing, but they're like same size.
Uh-huh. Okay, continue.
Okay, so that monkey that is part of her stripper act. The Maggies, you cannot make this shit up. Longhorns just hired Jeff Banks, who left his wife and kids to be with a stripper named Pole Assassin, who has been on Jerry Springer as a pet monkey is part of her stripping act.
All right, I gotta see Pole
So,
Assassin.
Yeah, apparently, well, unfortunately, like she deleted all of her, eventually deleted her Twitter, and I don't know about her Instagram.
I mean, she's
But she
I mean, I could see why he frequented Pole Assassins.
I'll do a share screen here.
I could see why he
Okay.
would want to be with Pole Assassin.
Miss took to imply that the monkey bit the child in her backyard that was supposed to be off limits. So her is now deleted. Apparently her name is Danny the Pole Assassin. And she said, people lie so much, it's ridiculous. Stop believing everything you hear. And more of what you see, SMH. And
Is that shaking my head or
PFT
so much
commentator
hate?
from Bart. Shaking my head.
Okay.
Yeah, so PFT commentator from Barstool Sports says, I don't want to believe it. Is your monkey and the child okay? She said, no one was viciously attacked. This is a lie. A whole lie. Not a half lie. Never half-ass anything. Always whole ass. Whole
Always.
lie. She was not part of any haunted house. So apparently they had a haunted house at their house. The kid did not have permission to be on the other side of my property.
Is the kid just sneaking around like the house?
Apparently. 11 to 12-year-old child should know better than to enter someone's yard without permission and old enough to also follow the rules. The rules when you get to the gate, turn around and come back out for candy. Every other parent and child did so.
Oh, so she didn't properly
Uh,
mark her Halloween house. How dare you, assassin?
and it's in Texas, so you can own a monkey no problem, which is cool. You know, I'm on Pole Assassin's side here. If we're being 100% honest. A
Yeah,
turret yard, get off my lawn. Quit trespassing, kid. You might get attacked by a capuchin monkey.
right, right. Yeah.
It's a badass like guard animal though.
And yeah, come on,
Can you
kid.
imagine?
Don't you
Like
know? Don't you know if there's a haunted house at somebody's residence, it doesn't extend to the backyard. It's only the front yard. Simpleton.
well, um, yeah. I mean, but it's just one thing that you never know when you might get bit by a fucking capuchin monkey when you go somewhere where you're not supposed to be. Shit happens. Can't blame the monkey. He's just chilling, hanging out, watching trick or treaters, and all of a sudden, some punk ass kid decides to invade his home. Well, what do you expect a monkey to do? I mean,
How would
besides
how
throw
would
his shit. I mean, a warning turd would have been helpful. Like
yes.
smack him in the face with a turd. So yeah, maybe this capuchin needed a little more training. I don't know, but either way, I'm inclined to think this lady did nothing wrong, nor her monkey.
Do you think the monkey's going to be able to do another performance after being traumatized because some kid came into his home?
You think the monkey was jacking it while he was biting him? Because that's the other thing little monkeys are known for is just jacking it and throwing their shit. I mean,
So they
I mean,
they're kind they're
so
kind of
now
like a 5-year-old.
yeah, maybe. So now I'm starting to feel bad for the kid because even though he was trespassing, I mean that the punishment does seem a little bit excessive. If he's getting bit and jacked off on by a capuchin monkey, but the lady said she referred to the monkey as a she. Yeah, she said no one was viciously attacked. This is a lie, a whole lie. She was not part of any haunted house. So do the female monkeys just go around finger blasting themselves? I don't know. I've never seen that. I've seen plenty of monkeys jacking off, male ones, but I've never seen the female ones.
So I'm curious, like what kind of show is this? Like, how does the monkey fit in? Does the monkey collect the dollars while she's doing her thing on the pole?
I don't know. Does like the monkey dance as well? Because like it's kind of weird, but just for the sheer like novelty of it, I kind of want to see that.
So
But
I'm looking at a picture right now, and there's only like
uh huh.
we have a video. I'm gonna send you the video,
Well,
Matt McKinley.
okay.
This is fucking ridiculous. Oh, that poor
I
monkey.
can't wait.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to your Instagram.
Okay.
Um, like that poor monkey. Like I thought it would be an actual show. You know, the monkey would do tricks. It just looks like a terrified monkey on a pole, and she's handing her dollars. Oh, and a little high five, like a very subtle high five. Dancing around the monkey. Oh, monkey doesn't
awesome.
like it. Yes, please, please, please. I thought this is kind of pathetic. I'm like, you know what, Matt? You are right. The monkey is not well trained. Not well trained.
Well, damn it. Well, I mean, it is a stripper. I don't know what else we expect.
Well, you know what? This video is from April 6, 2016. So maybe she's done a little bit more training since then.
Well, maybe. But she was on Jerry Springer. I don't know. I wonder if the monkey was on Jerry Springer.
Maybe I might have a
We-
video of the Jerry Springer video. Oh no, never mind. Dang it. I thought it was in that. I thought she did her dance in the Jerry Springer show, maybe. Oh my
all
God.
right,
I found it. I found the Jerry Springer.
okay, well, send it to me.
Oh. All right. Here's the Jerry Springer. Yes.
All right, so there she is. She's pretty hot. And the monkey, yeah, he's just climbing a pole.
Was that monkey
All right,
coconut coconut harvester in a previous life? What was the story about the monkeys needing compensation because they were working too hard?
Oh, right. Coconut. Yeah, it was the monkeys in like Thailand or something like that.
Yes. And they deserve compensation for
All
their
right.
time.
Oh, you sent that one on text. Okay.
Yes, my bad. So
No worries.
I made sure not to watch it because I would just love to experience it with you, Matt. I feel like this is going to be life changing. The Jerry Springer show with the pole assassin.
Well, let me get it on the screen.
How was your Halloween, Matt? Matt.
All right.
Matt.
All right. Hey, my next guest says her pole work has made her Instagram famous. Please.
Yeah.
Can you hear
I
that
can
at
hear.
all?
I can.
Welcome, Pole
Yeah.
Assassin.
Be my baby donor.
He's doing a lot of rail work for being a pole assassin.
Yeah.
Well, here
Here she
comes.
goes. Here she goes.
This is what we came to see. Of course,
Wow.
firemen all the way down.
She's strong.
So, just so you can't see it, she is now upside down on a pole. Where's the monkey?
Oh no.
I feel like I've seen this at a strip club before. And, you know, where's the monkey?
I'm not sure. She is jacked.
She's quite athletic.
Very, very good shape.
Yes.
Now she's going to another pole.
They have a yeah, this must have been
Jerry
one of the,
Springer.
this must have been one of the last Jerry Springers, because at that point they're literally just having strippers be on television.
Hey. Be my baby donor.
Oh my God,
What a-
she's. I can't believe they did this for 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
I know. It's still a good 30 seconds left.
I feel super awkward right now. for the people in the crowd.
It's whoa. That has to burn the fuck out of the inside of her thighs there.
There. No, she's got a lot.
I wonder
of
how
scars.
many times she I wonder how many times she like basically just tombstoned herself when her thighs didn't catch on that little move. Just dropped herself right on her head.
During her routine, usually.
Do what? You were on mute.
The monkey was a spotter. Maybe that's the routine. The monkey spots her when she does those crazy drops.
Well, they are known for their incredible strength. Those capuchin monkeys. So makes sense. Makes perfect sense.
That's what happens when you beat that pud 24/7. Your grip strength's out of sight.
I guess so. You know, I'm still finding myself 100% on this on the side of the monkey, and partially on the side of the chick. The monkey maybe needed some more training. I don't know, but it's hard to fault the monkey.
I mean, I was correct. I was expecting something like if you go to a strip club and the strippers do the ping pong tricks. I was expecting something spectacular like that, you know?
Well, and you know, pole assassin, I guess it works. It works fine as a stripper, but I mean, if it was your porn nickname, I mean, that's like that'd be a whole different deal. So, you think that chick did porn? She probably did porn.
Or lame
It's
assassin.
Not that lame assassin. Labe assassin.
Lame assassin.
For the lesbian one, Labe assassin.
Mulva?
Just killing. Pole assassin. So yeah, apparently the only reason this was at all relevant is because it was a monkey, and the only reason it blew up so much was because it was a special teams coach for the Texas Longhorns. So
you know what the most believable
probably
thing about that
the most relevant they'll be all year.
You know what's the most realistic thing about that whole story? That the coach was a special teams coach, because only like special teams coaches would be an insane, because they're fucking crazy.
Only the special teams coach has enough time to date strippers when you're when you're coaching at a D1 school.
That's right.
Apparently, this guy was he was a former punter. And apparently he was being looked at for head coach at some Power 5 schools. So
no more.
Probably not for the next little while. Probably not.
Right. Until he gets his second
Jason Banks.
Until he gets his second girlfriend, who's a stripper in Tijuana named Cinnamon.
Yeah, this one has a pet gorilla. Instead of biting a kid, it just rips its limbs off.
Right.
And then we'll come full. Maybe that's when the simulation ends, because it started with the death of Harambe, and it ends with a stripper's pet gorilla dismembering some small child on Halloween.
Right. And he's like, and scene. Good show, everybody. Good show.
Good job. Good job, Harambe Jr. Good job.
They just
really liked that part where you bit him, where you spit out the knuckles.
It's like the South Park when they get canceled and they just bring in this giant bulldozer. All right, everybody, it was a good run. Thanks for coming.
Right.
Good run.
Just South Park.
Speaking of South Park,
Who's funnier?
the
Yes.
the people. So the guys from South Park were trying to buy Casa Bonita. There was this group in town that was trying to block the sale because they said they wouldn't. Basically, they wouldn't do it any justice, which is bullshit. And they dropped their lawsuit today. So
Well,
the boys
it's
from
hard to
South.
get worse.
I mean, like, if anybody's gonna properly do it right, Casa Bonita, it's gonna be the South Park guys. But they dropped their suit today.
Right.
So Trey Parker and Matt Stone will soon be the proud owners of one of Colorado's biggest treasures. Yes, that's right, Casa Bonita.
Bonita.
More
Yeah.
sopapillas, please.
And they've got fuck you money, so they wouldn't probably don't even care about turning a profit at this point. They could just sink a fuckload of money in the.
Them buying Casa Bonita would be like Rob buying the Cubs. Like Rob would take so good care of the Cubs if he had big fuck you money, and everybody would trust Rob that yep, Rob's going to do it right because he's a true fan.
Yeah, Rob would. Well, it would be short lived because even though Rob, being the stereotypical Jew, very tight with his money, not when it comes to the Cubs. He would spend every dollar he had.
Every dollar.
And it'd be a hell of a run, but it'd only last about 3 or 4 years before he would just be completely bankrupt. And they might win a World Series, but he would be completely destitute.
And then he would be broke,
Sell the
and
team in
Emily
dollars.
would. He would be broke, and Emily would murder him.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Local.
and she's Italian. She's probably got connections.
Local Chicago man found dead in the stripper parking lot alley after watching Pole Assassin. Witnesses say they saw an angry woman yelling at him for a quick second, and then she beat him to death and dumped his body in a trash can.
Initial reports were of a large spider monkey attacking a local Jewish man. Upon further investigation, it just happened to be his wife. Because M would be on him like a spider monkey.
M would kill the monkey just to spite the monkey being around her husband that lost all the money.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think you're probably right. Yeah, what a doozy. That was a good one.
That was
Pole Assassin. I love it.
Burning Daylighters, if you didn't think this show could take it up one notch after talking about the president shitting his pants for 15 minutes, we bring you Pole Assassin.
Mm-hmm. This is what I was made to do. You know, I was made to tell you about Joe Biden shitting his pants and angry capuchin monkeys that belong to strippers who take college football coaches.
Oh, you mean
the
shitter and
world we live in?
Shitter and Chief?
The shitting president of the United States. Oh. And I'm not even, you know, a lot of people are like, I'm so embarrassed for our country. I'm like, I'm not. Like, I'm just not a big fan of the Catholic Church and especially this new socialist pope. I'm not a big fan of him either. So, yeah, I hope it stunk. I hope it just like really stunk up the Vatican.
So
I'm okay with that. So
I feel
might
like
be the first thing I've approved of Biden doing in a while.
So Since it seems like this episode is again taking a lighter note because we just can't fucking handle the bullshit politics, I have found a 50 of the oddest stories in 21 on Reader's Digest. Would you like me to read one?
I would. But let's save that for the Patreon
Okay.
episode. And I'm gonna let's end it there. I got to take a leak, and we'll come back with this because I think it'll be.
I think it is. Our commentary is fucking gold.
Yes. All right. Well, on that note, move your ass. We're burning daylight.